Okay, welcome back, everyone that's tuning in online from various points across the globe. My name is Tony Lightfoot, your announcer for this event at the Swiss Pro Slalom. And we do have some results from the previous event, which was the men's slalom competition. And we will bring up those results. Freddie Winter with 1 at 9.75 was the winner out of round 2. This is just the round. This is basically the results out of round 2. So Freddie Winter there with 1 at 9.75 meters. Then your second, tied for second place with Will Asher and Stephen Neveu. That's 3 at 10.25 meters. We got a tied fourth place between Casey Wilson and Jonathan Travers with 2 at 10.25 meters, and it goes on from there. Now, the results that you're really looking for is who has made it through to our 8-skier final, taking those results from round 2 and the other results from round 1 into consideration. And I will tell you with the results of the skiers that have made it through to the next round of the competition. So, in 8th place, our last skier to make it through to the next round of the competition is Martin Bartalski with a score of 2 in the first round and 1 in the second. This is at 10.25 meters, don't forget. So, and just basically assume from here that until I actually call a score at 9.75 meters, that every score is basically based upon 10.25 meters. Casey Wilson is in 7th with a score of 1 and 2. Jonathan Travers, 2 and 2. Benjamin Stadelbauer, 2.5, 3.5. Stephen Neveu, 5 and 3. Will Asher, 2 and 3. Then Adam Saddlemeyer, 3.5, 1.5. Nate Smith, 6 and 1/2 in the 2 consecutive rounds. And then our top skier with 3.5 at 10.25 meters and his second round score at 1 at 9.75 meters is Freddie Winter. So, those are the results I've just called out to all of you good guys watching on the internet. Thank you very much indeed for tuning in. And if you would care to comment on what you've seen thus far, hashtag Swiss Pro Slalom is the place to hashtag to Twitter. It's getting at that point of the day I'm getting a little bit tired and just trying to hold everything together in time for the women's and men's pro slalom finals. But hashtag Swiss Pro Slalom, follow the event, comment on it, and the best ones I will pick and curate and put them online for all to see. Also on SwissProSlalom.com on the right-hand side of the page, you will actually see the Twitter feed based upon that hashtag as well, so you can view that too. So, and this event, the Swiss Pro Slalom. This event is the Swiss Pro Slalom, and it is being brought to you by Nautique, Pro Gear, Good Carbon Innovation, the Swiss Waterski Federation, and this event would not take place without a brilliant site, and that site is the Swiss Waterski Resort. So glad you could join us, folks, from wherever you happen to be, whether you are on the shore side or whether you are tuning in from some distant place around the world. We'll try and get a few more of your tweets. Being posted online. You're taking the raw results from that round. You're not combining that. Okay. So we're getting a few tweets coming through, and I'll put the. We'll put a few more of those tweets online, And here they are. Good job on the camera, the broadcast crew, for the live coverage of the Swiss Pro Slalom, watching from Lethbridge in Alberta, Canada. Thank you very much indeed. Still got some more coming through. Well done, Will. My Amanda J. Obviously a fan of Will Asher out there. Will no doubt be cheering him along in the men's pro slalom final, and that will take place after the conclusion of the women's final, which of which this webcast. That's the event you'll be about to watch. We're filling the boat up right now. Perfect day at the Swiss Pro Slalom. Carissa GKW. And some great tweets, but we'd like some more. So if you hashtag Swiss Pro Slalom, we'll endeavor to get those up on there. Beautiful, beautiful day here in Central Florida. No mistake in the conditions. Beautiful weather here. We've got our women's slalom finalists. Our first competitor out is going to be Clementine Lucene. Then we'll have Whitney McClintock, Manon COSTARD, and then finally our world record holder and world champion, Regina JAQUESS. Time right now is about 20 to 6 in the evening here in Central Florida. Which means it's almost midnight in London. And for those of you watching, thank you very much indeed. So we're just waiting on the women's slalom finalists, just filling the boat up, making sure that that we have plenty of gas to power that Nautic 200 between now and the end of the competition. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather, and we will be back in a moment with the women's slalom final. Looks like we may be ready to go a little bit sooner than anticipated, and we've got our first skier out. It's going to be Clementine Lucene. Okay, 30-meter start for Clementine Lucene. 30 meters. Here comes Clementine Lucene on her opening pass. "13 meters. Now for the men's slalom final, which was the next event to come, that's going to be a 12-meter start. This is a pretty tough draw for our ladies. I don't think any of them have started in on a 13 meters, aside from Regina JAQUESS, as far as I recall. But no matter for Clementine Lucene. It's nothing she hasn't already done before, and she's run through 30 meters and now gets ready for 12. And up in the sky, above this beautiful lake here at Swiss, we have our octocopter. Vincent Stadelbauer Photography providing us with this with these aerial shots. So that's a great asset to have, being able to watch top-level slalom skiing from 50 feet above the lake. Not even that I've seen that octocopter fly about as low as 20 feet above the lake and still pick out some excellent, excellent video. So here's Clementine Lucene on actually 12 meters. This is a 12-meter pass for Clementine Lucene, and absolutely on her game. One of the most consistent slalomers in her generation. And a fine, fine opening 2 passes there for Clementine Lucene as she pulls out to shorten for the next line length in great, great shape at this time, and now getting ready for the next line length, 11.25 meters. So Clementine Lucene, 13.12, 11.25 meters in quick succession. We're now on 11.25, and let's see what she's got. Many-time European slalom champion, one-time world overall champion. That was way back in 2005. It's been a stalwart of the French water ski team for many, many years now. From Oncé in Haute-Savoie, this is Clementine Lucene, 11.25 meters. Oh, look at this. Taking some huge, huge hits, but still able to stay with the pass. Oh, nicely done. All right. Great, great skiing there from Clementine Lucene. No two ways about it. So Clementine Lucene, 10.75 meters. Now here she comes. 10.75 meters for Clementine Lucene. Oh, and getting inside buoy number 2. Not the best of starts on number 1. So I believe it's going to be a 1 buoy count there for Clementine. As she comes back here towards the docks. But do give her a cheer, folks. 1 at 10.75 meters for Clementine Lucene. I guess she has to giggle a little bit. That's probably the first time that an octocopter has been following her throughout the entirety of her slalom set. Probably an extremely weird feeling to hear something buzzing from about 20, 30 feet away. Our next competitor to take to the water from Canada, it's going to be Whitney McClintock. Whitney McClintock will be going in on the minimum starting line length for this final. Okay, here we go. This is Whitney McClintock. Opening pass of 13 meters or 32 off. Not looking bad at all. Round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and indeed number 6. Making that look very, very easy indeed. Whitney McClintock. Okay, here comes Whitney McClintock. Back into the course on 12 meters. So, there she goes. Whitney McClintock going through the 12-meter run, and now she gets ready for 11.25 meters, the next run. So Whitney McClintock getting ready for her next pass. Tense times for all of our competitors at this point in the proceedings. It is going to be 11.25 meters. Not looking bad at all. Round number 1 and number 2 at 11.25 meters. A very, very critical run indeed. She knows that she's got to get as far down this pass as possible, if not run it. And there we go, within one buoy of the current league held by Clementine Lucene going into this final. That is Whitney McClintock, and she will now shorten the line to 10.75 meters as we have a look at the dock right now to see our final 2 skiers, the first of which is going to be Manon COSTARD, already getting into her bindings. And then after her, and she's out of shot right now, it's going to be REGINA JAQUESS. But getting back to the action, 10.75 meters. It is the pass we anticipate next for Whitney McClintock, 2-time World Slalom champion and many-time Canadian and Pan American champion, coming to us from Canada. But live in in Orlando, training nearby at Matt Reaney's place. So, getting ready for 10.75 meters. $11.25 for Manon COSTARD. Oh, look at this. Round all 6 buoys at 11.25 meters. For those of you rejoining us on the webcast, apologies for that little technical difficulty, but we've restored the webcast and we've given you the pass of 11.25 meters, the pass that has put Manon COSTARD within reach of Whitney McClintock and Clementine Lucene. Now, here is the deal. Because Manon COSTARD had a superior 4 buoy at 10.75 meter score, then she would hold the tiebreaker if that score at 1.1 at 10.75 meters, if she scored that now, and that doesn't end up winning, in other words, get second place, then Manon would be above Whitney and Whitney would be above Clementine. But we have to wait until the end, of course. Now, on the dock, we have Regina JAQUESS. Manon COSTARD, 10.75 meters. Coming in now. Needs to get more than 1 to give herself some breathing room. Oh, she gets 2. So that creates the tie break. But will that be enough to win? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up, please, for Manon COSTARD. There we go, Manon COSTARD. Slaloms at 2 at 10.75 meters. It's enough for the lead, but will that be enough for the win? We'll find out within the next few minutes because the world champion and world record holder is on the dock now, getting ready to ski. It'll be Regina JAQUESS. So back on, we have got Regina JAQUESS. For those of you that are retuned into the webcast, apologies for that little technical issue. We are back live and online. Our first pass for Regina JAQUESS beckons, and she'll be coming into the course on 30 meters. Our native from Santa Rosa Beach in Florida, in the Panhandle, Regina JAQUESS. Here we go. Regina JAQUESS, 13 meters. See her get to work here. And look at her go. 13 meters. Made to look like 16. Okay, so now we're having a look at a rather unique perspective on women's professional slalom skiing. Using our octocopter. right here at the Swiss Water Ski Resort. And a reminder to our competitors and officials that we will be having a prize giving immediately after the conclusion of this competition. So 12 meters for Regina JAQUESS. Entrance gates, number 1 and 2. Look at the strength, look at the poise and precision. Regina JAQUESS. And fantastic skier. Success on the water and off it. Runs her own business in Santa Rosa Beach. She's a pharmacist, having graduated from UL Monroe's pharmacy program, and returned to Santa Rosa Beach and took over a practice and has been running that successfully ever since. And Regina JAQUESS doing a fine job out there on the water. No two ways about it. Now it's going to be 11.25 meters. Let's see how she gets along. The task ahead of her is pretty simple. Simple in terms of numbers, not quite as simple in terms of execution though. 11.25 meters is ahead of her. She needs the 6 buoy count, and then she needs to get more than 2 on the pass to come afterwards. So here she comes, Regina JAQUESS. .25 meters. Round number 1 and 2. Oh, look at that turn off number 2. She's so far ahead of the game. Number 4 takes the hit. Round number 5. And good to go round number 6. And fantastic skiing from Regina JAQUESS. And it's probably fair to say that Regina JAQUESS, in terms of height, doesn't stand nearly as tall as some of our competitors whom she skis against. But she realized a long time ago that if she was to remain competitive in the slalom event, she would need to possess 2 things. 1, technical ability, and the second is strength. And she has both of those in abundance. And we've now got her coming into the course at 10.75 meters. And this is going to be the championship run. If she scores more than 2, it's a done deal. If she scores 2, we go to a runoff. So here we go. Regina JAQUESS out of Santa Rosa Beach. Boat accelerating up to 55 kilometers an hour. That's 34 miles an hour. Here she comes. 10.75 meters. Round number 1, a little on the back of the ski. Round number 2, hooks up. Does she make it outside free? Yes, she does. Tightens up and doesn't even need to ski for the wake because that is enough for the title. So, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you for the 2nd consecutive year, Regina JAQUESS, the Swiss Pro Slalom Champion. Fantastic effort. In the dock, taking the win. And no doubt her fans who are watching from all points across the world have watched that performance from Regina JAQUESS and will no doubt be pleased with what they have seen. So, Regina JAQUESS, she is your champion with 2.5 at 10.75 meters. That's enough for the win ahead of MANON COSTARD who scored 2. And then there was a tie with 1 at 10.75 meters, of which Whitney McClintock has the tiebreaker ahead of Clementine Lucene. So, fantastic skiing from Regina JAQUESS. And that concludes the women's pro slalom final at the Swiss Pro Slalom. We will be going to a brand new player, our last webcast player on SwissProSlalom.com. This event being brought to you by Nautiques, Pro Gear, Good Carbon Innovation, the Swiss Water Ski Federation, and the Swiss Water Ski Resort that is hosting this event. So much great skiing to come. That boat's going to make a simulation pass up and down, which will give me enough time to say ciao for now for the good folks that are watching. And we'll transition from this webcast player to the final one, the men's slalom final, taking place next. Ciao for now.